Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to New Listings at Noon. I'm Karen Ringo.
I'm Alison Scimeca.
And this week, we both went out and we found our favorite 3 new listings on the market, and we are going to be sharing them with you today. So, Alison, where is your listing located?
So my listing is in Old Town Alexandria. It's a super modern, contemporary place in a neighborhood that's not really known for that. So I'm super, super excited to share it with everyone. What about yours?
Awesome. My listing that I'm going to be presenting is located in Michigan Park, and it is a really cute mid-century modern home. So can't wait to share that one. And Alison, can you tell everyone what our third pick? So every week we find one that we both really love. Can you share that one?
So the third pick might be what we could dub an aspirational pick. It's a $10,900,000 home in Kent, which is near Palisades in DC. It's just a phenomenal listing, and it's a new listing. So hey, why not?
Awesome. Okay, so before we get started, Alison, how was your week? I didn't get a chance to talk to you much, so.
Oh, yeah. Well, chopped my hair off, so I'm very excited about that.
Very nice.
I have my last closing of the year today after the show, so I'm feeling pretty good. How about you? How was your week?
Awesome. Well, my week was pretty busy. And also, we're just kind of getting into the Christmas spirit. So I am, holiday spirit. I'm looking forward to next week. And I'm going to have a new look next week, but I don't know if we're, I'll have to do pictures because I don't think we're going to be going live next week, right?
Yeah, I think
Christmas.
Yeah. Well, people can wait 2 weeks to see us next time.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Well, I am going to give you the floor. Let's go ahead. If you can start telling everybody about your new listing, and we'll go from there.
Okay. So while you pull the address up, I'll start telling everybody what it is. So it's 314 Queen Street. It is in Alexandria, Virginia. The listing price is $2.5 million. It is a 3-bed, 4.5 bath, 4,700 square foot home. So first photo you see here, if you have been to Old Town, you would know that this is like super unique for that area. If you haven't, it still looks like a unique listing, but you might say, okay, well, like maybe that's, common in that area. It's not for people who don't know Old Town. I spoke with the listing agent just to tell him that we were going to be presenting his listing today. And he, who, by the way, his name is Andre Perez. He's at Compass with us as well. He told me that this is a place that people will stop by and just look in all the time, people who walk by, because it's just such a unique listing. So the building dates back to 1880, not 1800, 1880. And it was a carriage house. And it then served as a corner general store for much of the 20th century. And it's had a bunch of commercial kind of incarnations since then. And it's now obviously a single family residence. So, I mean, look at that. Like for me, this is, I'm not a Virginia person, so I probably won't end up living in Virginia ever. But if I were, this would be one of my picks for moving to. I mean, it's just so phenomenal. All of the glass. And once you guys get inside, you're going to see that it's super, super cool. So corner here, corner lot. And let's pull in those middle photos so I can start commenting on gushing about it.
Here we go.
Okay. So first and foremost, art. I very much love art. So all of the pieces in this house, which do not transfer with the sale, were super interesting to me too. Mm-hmm. But there's a definite gallery feel to this home where you could see putting up your art and your pieces in various places you'll see as we go throughout. So it's just a really great space for putting anything on display that you want. So this angle here shows you that this large open floor plan where you have 2 different kind of living room sitting areas and then the kitchen in the middle. And as we get closer to this kitchen, you'll see that the kitchen is just gorgeous. I mean, you've got Italian cabinetry, you've got like this black granite island, there's professional grade. We can come, I can go back to those a minute. You've got professional grade appliances with Thermador and Sub-Zero.
And I mean, Thermador.
So these angles of these photos are great because you get perspective of how big a place is, but it's hard to tell how huge that dining room table is. So, I mean, it's just a lot of great space where you can entertain. Mm-hmm. So, and I mean, the island's huge too. So anybody who cooks, this is fantastic because, you know, not having enough counter space is always such a bummer. So you have no problems here.
And Alison, I would say coming from someone that doesn't have a lot of counter space, oh my God, that's like heaven. So yeah, I'll go back.
Yeah. I mean, they just have so much great room here for art too. I keep saying that, but there, in a lot of homes in this area, the walls are punctuated with various things so that you can't put up large mediums and pieces, and you don't have that problem here. I mean, look, it's just, you can really fill this space with so much. I mean, you could do lots of little pieces and do a huge gallery wall instead of these massive pieces. It's just, if you are a person that wants to present your art, your collection of something, such a great space for it. And I mean, the way that they have their furniture is certainly not the only way you can put your furniture. The space is really like, the world is your oyster. You do what you want. You put your furniture, you know, anywhere and it would be fine. The bedrooms are on the top floor. So everything is separated. So open stairs are like have been very in vogue for the last couple of years, you know, like floating stairs and whatnot. But I actually like how this is closed in. It feels like you've got this secret passageway up to the upstairs. So I normally like open, you know, floating stairs better, but I think this is just really, really cool. This is another angle from downstairs. So this is there's just so much room here. I was like, I sit there thinking like, wow, I'd have to get like 15 more couches, but that's a good problem to have. But now we're upstairs. So this primary bedroom is, again, like everything's big here. So I'll probably end up saying various synonymous words for big, massive, whatever in this whole the whole time. But it's a really large room. And they have an extra sitting room, which I really hope that I chose this photo. Yeah. So you can see that extra room through the doorway there, kind of on the left side of the photo, which is it could be a completely different like bedroom. Now, of course, it's attached to that one. So this is that room. But I mean, it's just, I love these bookshelves. I love how bright the room is. I mean, I love the colors and stuff everything put in there. Yeah. And that's off of the bedroom, which is just so cool. You know, like you and I have chosen a couple of places recently that have these like accessory kind of closety rooms. Anyway, love this. You did pass the bathroom photo, and I will mention that the primary bath has a glass steam shower. Okay. And steam showers, if you haven't used one, you need to, because it will change your life forever. They are so phenomenal. I usually I've seen them primarily in like ski towns and stuff. So like, you know, you're cold, you come inside, you take a steam shower. But anyway, chef's kiss.
So it's just, you just get in the shower and instead of water, you turn on something and it's just steam. Is that how it works?
It's an addition too. So it's a regular shower. So a steam shower pretty much seals, and they have different, it depends on how they have it set up. But, you know, they have steam coming out of different, they're not pipes, you know, whatever things. Right. And so they come out. And so just, I mean, it's like being kind of like in a sauna while you're in the shower. Very cool. Yeah. So, I mean, you take one of those, you go into your bed and you pass out, and it's like the best sleep you'll ever have. So it's just really, really great.
Very, very cool.
Yeah. So the lower level here is like this amazing kind of rec room situation you have going on. I mean, I have to stop gushing about the furniture, but really love the furniture. Another fireplace. I mean, it's just like it's a really warm, obviously, like, you know, cool, entertaining space. If you don't want to be with all the windows, you know, you want to have a more closed off kind of intimate feeling, then this would be the place to go. So, I mean, this is really close to the water. This is like old town. This is not on the outskirts. It's like right in the thick of it. So great location. You're close to bars and restaurants and, you know, in the water. And it's just really, really great really great listing. So that's pretty much it. There's an open house. It's tomorrow, the 18th from 1 to 3 p.m. Okay. I'm hoping to be able to go myself to check this out and take some video. So if anybody else wants to go, maybe I'll see you there.
Awesome. Well, I love it. And I would say just listening to Alison talk about the furniture tells you why it's so important for staging, because, you know, staging just kind of helps I don't know, seduce the buyer.
That's exactly it. It's totally it. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, and I feel like that place would be interesting to anybody who wants something modern. That could be completely empty
Hmm.
and it would still be something interesting. But you start to see the options and the opportunities for how you could, what you could do. I mean, even presenting that much art, that's not staging. That's someone's personal
I
collection.
know,
Pretty
absolutely.
honestly.
Yeah.
It shows, but it highlights the fact of what you can do there. You just see a lot of open wall space and you
Hmm.
might not even register it.
Hmm.
So anyway, yes, that is a very important point about staging.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are going to move on to my listing. And Allison, this week I went on a pricing tour for Compass, and it was this gorgeous little home that's on 925 Upshur Street in Michigan Park. So let's pull it up. And the first thing that struck me was that it is a mid-century modern home.
And we love those.
Yes, because I think every week we've probably presented a mid-century home as one of our favorites. So this home, I just wanted to show you a view from the curbside just so that you could see how large the lot is. So it's in a really cute little neighborhood. It struck me, it's so quiet. Everything is so pristine. And let's go a little bit closer. One thing that I really love is the green door. And I will say that this house is staged and they did a really great job with picking up that lime bright green throughout the house. And it really, really works. Let's go to the next one. So once you come in, it feels like the mid-century modern furniture fits the mid-century home. You see it's really bright. There's a nice open space that's there. I love the kitchen. They went in, they totally gutted the kitchen and they opened the wall so that the kitchen is connected to the living room to give you more of what we know kind of traditionally to be the open concept in mid-century modern homes. So our next one is just a little bit closer. You can see the fireplace. There's a brick fireplace. The floors have been refinished. The brick fireplace is gas. And I would think if you wanted to take it back to the original, you probably could. You just have to have someone come in and take a look at it. Here is the sitting dining room area that leads right into the kitchen. Let me pull it closer. I love the accent walls. It's like an off black and it comes across as gray, but I believe the color is a off black color.
Yeah, I would call it like a charcoal. It looks like in the photos, it looks really nice.
Mm-hmm. And then going right into the kitchen, you can just see that the kitchen they redid the floors. Like I said, they totally regutted it. They added new cabinets. So all of the cabinets are new. The light fixtures throughout their house are all new. Now, if you look on the far side of the wall where the refrigerator is, there used to be an opening, I was told, so that you had two openings into the kitchen, but they decided that they wanted to close that up so that they could have more counter space. And so I think that was a really good call. And I really love that in this kitchen, because I'm the type of person when I'm in the kitchen and I spend a lot of time in the kitchen, I would like to be able to see out and see what's going on in the rest of the house, what everybody else is doing. So you can be in the kitchen and still be connected to your guests or your family that's in the living room.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good to point out that the open concept, and I've said this before with kitchens, it's completely open, as you can see everything in your kitchen. So if you haven't cleaned your kitchen right away, it can be a little frustrating, but this is really the best of both worlds.
Mm-hmm.
You've got that, you can walk in from that dining area and you've got that pass through so you can see, but it's not like completely leveled with no walls. So this is a really, really smart way to do it so that you still feel like it's got its own space, but it's connected to everything else.
Right. And that's just another look at the kitchen. And one thing that I forgot to point out is that this home, it has so much light because of all the windows. There is just a ton of light coming through. So watch what next we're going to see the primary bedroom and just look at all of the windows. Oh my goodness. So if you are a person like me, I love light. I hate walking into a home and it's kind of dark. I have to have light. And so this home is just gorgeous with all of the windows that you have. Yeah. I have another picture coming up of, let's see, Allison, if I can get that one up. We have another picture coming up of another bedroom. I didn't show all of the bedrooms. There's 3 bedrooms upstairs, and then there's 2 baths and a half bath. So downstairs, there's a full bath. Upstairs, there is a full bath and a half bath. This is just the other bedroom. It's a little bit smaller. One thing that I did notice is that all of the bedrooms are a really nice size. Which is really nice, because I hate when you have 2 nice sides and you have a really small bedroom, but most of the bedrooms, all the bedrooms are really nice size. If we go downstairs, this is one of the bathrooms, and this just puts you back. This house actually was built in 1956, but this bathroom just takes you completely back. And I love the towels. I love how they're totally like just going with it. They did give you a new sink, so you have a new vanity. And the floors, and they painted it, but they were keeping to that time period. What were you gonna say?
I mean, I've said before, like sometimes you just need to lean into it. You just need to lean into what the house has given you. And so in this case, when it's styled in the mid-century styling, and this is like a more or less original mid-century bathroom, they have done this to perfection. And even the sink that they added, it fits with the whole vibe. And you've got the blue tub and the tile. And I think they did a really great job in this.
Yeah, absolutely. So downstairs, this is one thing that I was really impressed with. So was the listing agent. Her name is Suzanne Parmet, and she's also with Compass. And it's just a large space. Look how long the space is. The space in the basement goes along the full length of the house. And so what they did was they staged it in different areas so that you can see all of the different purposes or use that you could do down in this basement area. Here's another great full shot. And as you're looking at this shot, there's 2 doors there. So there's one that leads into a small mini kitchen. And the kitchen, you would probably want to redo it a little bit and update it. But then there's also a laundry room that's down there. So lots of space. It's just a great, great space. This next shot is the outside yard. I picked this one because I just want you to see how large the lot is. It's really huge. There's a nice area for sitting. And if you look to the right, there's some bushes or little trees. And these were planted alongside of the house, but they wanted to give the house a clean look, as we know for mid-century modern homes. And so they replanted them. And so it's along the edge of the yard so that, as it fills out and as they grow, you'll have a little privacy as you're spending time in your yard. But you also can see the A-frame roof. That's also tradition of the mid-century modern homes. And because of this A-frame roof, when you're inside, it gives you the feeling that the ceilings are really high, which is really, really nice. So our next shot is just a picture of the front of the home. And there's a nice little carport. If you decided you wanted storage, you could close that in and go ahead and create a garage. And then my last shot is just another corner shot of this home. But it's a really, really cute 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath home. It's about 2,700 square feet, a little over that. But so that's a really nice size home and great, quiet, really pristine neighborhood. So.
Well, and a good price point. I mean, this is a good one to juxtapose to our next one, which is very, very expensive. But this is now a very it's a good price for DC. To get a single family house with this much space, this much yard, and this much opportunity with that basement being as open as it is. You could certainly make that. You could build that out a bit more and get even more kind of usable space.
Yeah, absolutely. And they are having an open house on Saturday and Sunday this weekend from 2 to 4. If for some reason you can't make the open house and you have questions and you would like to see it, just reach out to Alison or myself and we can get those questions answered, or we can also take you to see it. So. Okay, Alison, well, let's move on. And can you tell everyone about our third listing? Now, guys, yes, it's fabulous. It's elegant and fabulous.
Okay, so while Karen pulls up the address, I'll start by telling everybody, like I'd said at the beginning, this is a bit of an aspirational pick, but it is a new listing, so it fits the bill for what we present every week. There are no open houses planned for this property, which is pretty typical for a $10,900,000 home. So
What was that?
$10,900,000 home. It is 6 bedrooms, 7 full baths, 3 half baths, and the square footage is just over 11,000 square feet.
Yes.
No big deal. No big deal. No, this is a phenomenal house. I actually flagged this about a week ago. It was in coming soon, I think. And I was like, wow, you know, like in the cartoon when your jaw drops and their eyes get bigger. That's basically what I did. So well, this is so much house. Like I, in reality, don't know if I could ever fill up 11,000 square feet. It's great. So Karen, as you take us through.
Could.
I don't feel like I can take care of my 2,000 square foot condo half the time. So I don't know. That's my thing. But I mean, look at this. This is stunning. So also, I don't normally pick new construction for the places that I want to talk about. And this is obviously. And I mean, what you're first hit by are these walls of windows. You and I talk about light in windows a lot. You know, it's important to us. It's important to probably the vast majority of our buyers would prefer to have lots of light. So, I mean, here you go. This delivers. And this is so there's like a circle kind of drive in the front. So showing you've got a 2-car garage. You know, I think this angle of the house actually makes the house look just totally different. I, you know, like the back looks like uber contemporary and the front looks like a more traditional, not totally traditional, but more traditional for sure. Yep. And so as we go and we'll see in this kind of courtyard in the back.
Yeah. The back is gorgeous.
I'll say this. I stopped myself from picking exclusively just the photos that were of the windows and the hallways. The photographer for this listing did some gorgeous shots of just showing you how these hallways and how these windows work together. They really are breathtaking. There's a water feature in the yard. As you'll see in a few minutes, there's also a pool. Back in the pool is 15 by 30 in case I don't get to that later. And there is a courtyard, the fire pit, and obviously there's a lot of green space as well. So here's the pool.
And Alison, I have to throw in, we didn't bring in a shot of the pool house, but there is a cute pool house that's back there and it has a full bath in the pool house. So wonderful.
Yep. So, okay. Hi, this is so amazing. So, you know, you walk in your front door and there's this huge vestibule here. I love the light fixture that you can see up there. It's very modern, very chic. I mean, clearly this place is also staged like it's perfection. Something that I don't know if we had an exact photo of, but there are doors that are kind of glass and iron doors throughout on the inside of the home as well, which is just such a, I think, cool, beautiful, modern touch. And it does truly take the whole feel, you know, of those windows just throughout the rest of the house. Same thing with the railing in this shot right here, which is the glass with the black. Super chic, we talk about black and white in like every single episode of this because it's my favorite color scheme. So here you go. This is one of like the main areas downstairs along that wall of windows. So, I mean, here they have it almost similar to the other post or the other listing that I did in Old Town, where you've got, you know, they have a dining room table in the middle and you've got 2 separate sitting areas on either side. So this is one end. Yeah. With this, I mean, gorgeous built-ins and the fireplace. And Karen, I feel like this might have spoken to you. You tend to look at fireplaces with a more discerning eye than I do because I've never had a fireplace. So I'm just kind of like, okay. But I mean, again, like just.
Well, and there's one other thing that I love too about this area is I love houses that have different levels. And so I love the fact that you step down, even if it's only like a few steps, but you step down into this area. I just love different levels in homes. It just makes it kind of neat.
Yep. So yeah, so this is one side. And if we flip around, I believe our next photo is going to show us the other side of this huge room. Okay, so now we're just pulling back from where we were. So this is the dining.
And there are the steps right there, how you're stepping down into that space.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a sunken living space is what I'd call it. But a couple more steps, I'd definitely call it a sunken living room. But it's just, yeah, it does give it some more literal depth, but you know what I'm saying? Some more depth to the house. So here, other side, another fireplace. But you don't have the built-ins here. So it just has a distinctly different feel. Kitchen, gorgeous. This island. So here we go. I think putting the number of seats at the island really helps you understand how big it is. Like my island in my house is pretty big. We can fit 4. And so this is showing that you can fit 5, and they're not like dinky little seats there. So you've got a ton of space. And then you have, you know, your eat-in area here. So we just saw the dining room kind of table in that large other room. But here it's like, you know, you wake up, maybe you're just having your cereal or whatever breakfast here in this area. This area is huge. I mean, it's just a large amount of space. And again, you still have a lot of windows, the same feel in this room as well.
And I will say one thing too is behind the kitchen, let's make it a little larger. There's a chef's kitchen where I don't know if you were getting ready to say that, but it's humongous back there, as well as a full pantry. So it's really amazing. The big, huge chef's kitchen that's right behind.
Yep. So as we take you through, we're just showing you all of the beautiful black and white and warm wood touches. I mean, how cool is this? Like mudroom with all of the places where you can hang. You're a mudroom person. You talk about how it would make your life a lot easier. I mean, I have like 8,000 coats. So just as a coat storage room for me, this would be really great. Right. And I love the tile. So now we're upstairs and we've got a great angle of that light fixture that I talked about in the, you know, the foyer when you walk in.
I love the what is this? The plank wood ceiling in this room. I love that. Or is it the wood ceiling planks? I think people say wood ceiling planks, but they're gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. And to be honest, I haven't seen blonde wood done on the ceiling in many places. And I saw it and I stopped. I was like, I don't think I would have thought to do that, but it looks really, really nice. I like being surprised by things in listings. I like somebody doing something I would never think of and it opening my mind to possibilities for me to do down the road on my place or with clients. So this is beautiful. So this is the primary bedroom. And it's what you would expect from a $10.9 million house. It is just absolutely drop dead gorgeous. There is an extra, it's a suite off of, and this is it. This is the suite off of the bedroom. I don't think I chose the coffee bar that's built in.
No, but there is a coffee bar.
But there is a coffee bar. So you wake up, you don't want to go downstairs. You sit in the sitting room. You enjoy your coffee overlooking the pool and the rest of your gorgeous home.
Right.
I have no words left. This is it. I have no words left.
You can also walk outside and you can sit outside and have your coffee on the balcony that overlooks the pool. So that's really neat.
Yep. You can warm up by the fireplace, you know.
Another thing I was just going to say that I really like about this listing is that when you have this much space, you can do, you think about all your needs and everything that you need. But there is a laundry room upstairs and there's a laundry room downstairs in the basement. So, that's what you do when you have this much space. You take care of everything that you need, the coffee bar, laundry, if you want to add a movie theater, you can do all of that. Home gym.
Absolutely. Yep. And this is the primary bathroom. Got all the stuff you'd want here. Big. I mean, it's partially the photo, but you're like, the bathtub looks tiny in this photo. Just because the room is so big.
Because it's so large.
Yeah, because the room is so big. And then this is showing you, the spa, shower in the back, the built-in shelving, lots and lots and lots of storage. So you don't have to keep everything out on the counter, which personally I hate doing. So bathroom storage is like one of the things people don't talk about enough that I think they should, but it's really great in this bathroom.
And I would say really quickly, one thing that I really like too about this bathroom is that there's separate toilet rooms. So you don't just have one, you have two. And so that's kind of nice that you don't have to share, you know?
As we move on to your dream wardrobe room with all of the closet stuff that you want, you know, it's like Carrie Bradshaw. It's like her closet that she built out. Yeah, I mean, windows in the closet, it's just great. And so here's one of our laundry rooms.
This is the one, I believe, upstairs. Yeah. So,
and then you've got your lower level, which is also phenomenal. You know, they have it staged with a large, really comfy couch, table tennis, you know, dining area. There's another kitchen downstairs. You could certainly have this as a separate living space for whoever, guests, family, nanny, whatever. But tons and tons of square footage down here. So you're not like throwing someone in the basement. Like, you know, they've got a really amazing amount of space down here as well. I think it was smart to put in this color floor as well. When you're downstairs, you really need to keep it bright. So, and it truly does deliver. This bathroom is just so cool. I loved the walls on here. You know, our colleague, Michael Fowler, will, if he's watching this, would probably start laughing as I start gushing about the gold accents, because I fought him tooth and nail when he wanted to put gold in my bathroom when we were kind of designing it together. But it's really, really beautiful. And here you are again on the outside. So it is really a just breathtaking listing. I'd be interested to see, you know, how quickly it goes off the market. It's in, you know, we've talked about Kent a couple of times, I think, but Kent is right near the Palisades. So it's like 5 minutes down to Georgetown. So to get this much space this close to, you know, downtown DC is just very hard to do. And that's part of the price point as well. If you were to go out to, say, Potomac and have this house, it would certainly not cost this much money, because you don't have the modern, you know, the conveniences of being so close to downtown. So that's something to consider. So if you were thinking about a $7 million home in Potomac, then maybe you would be just okay with doing the $10 million home in Kent. So there you go.
Awesome. So that is our pick. I mean, it's wonderful. This house has everything. I mean, it's just gorgeous. It's breathtaking.
And so that was one of our holiday gifts to you, so that you could see this gorgeous house, because if you have your own searches going, it probably wouldn't pull this house up, but there you go. It's gorgeous. So,
all right. And like you said, Alison, they're not having open houses, but if you would like to go see it, we can schedule a tour for you to see the house. You can reach out to us, or we can also, and if you have any other questions, we can get those questions answered for you as well.
Yes. So. And this listing is, if I didn't say it, I want to make sure I say it's Lori Leisure at Washington Fine Properties. And so she was gushing about this listing as well. We all think it's amazing.
Awesome. Okay, well, I'm Karen Ringo, and those are our picks for the week.
And I'm Alison Scimeca.
And we will see you soon.